non-otaku.
The show has the best opening of all the anime this season. Golden Kamuy gives it a run for its money, actually, but this one is just the most innovative and interesting, and I would like just watch the intro over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the rest of the show was bad, I would still watch this show just for the intro and ending, and it's not, which is awesome.
Welcome back to 2M Otak. I'm your host Mayu, a born and raised Japanese non-otaku, and
I'm Cisco, an American otaku.
in this podcast we share reviews of anime and manga through distinct perspectives with commentary on Japanese culture, history, and the language. Cisco,
Yep.
this anime we are going to talk about today went beyond my expectation.
So you didn't expect very much from it?
I mean, I didn't know much about the anime.
That's fair.
Like any other anime is when I try to watch.
Okay.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
It was really good from the very first episode.
I know.
It looks like a regular love-com.
Yeah.
Rom-com?
Rom-com.
Rom-com. But, I mean, sorry. It's because we call it love-come
Yeah.
in Japanese.
Rom-com.
Rom-com.
Yeah.
But it's been so fun to watch. But it really hit the psychological points of human beings.
I think that's pretty true.
And each story is very relatable.
Yeah, I think it is. It is actually very relatable.
And
exactly.
you don't have to be a teenager or a high schooler to be relatable.
I think that's true.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about...
You and I are polar opposites.
We'll introduce you and I a polar opposite and explain why you should watch this anime. Also, we'll talk about the amazing opening and ending theme songs, as well as the keyword in Japanese from this anime.
Okay.
Before we start, we'd like to hear from you. Share your thoughts, ideas, questions, or even suggestions for what we should talk about. Email us using the address in the description, or you can use the Spotify or YouTube comment sections. All right, Cisco, please give us a quick summary of you and I are polar opposite.
Sure. So there's a girl named Suzuki who's kind of is she a gyaru? I can't tell.
She kind of looks like a gyaru.
She's like a borderline gyaru,
Mhm.
but she has really pale skin and pink hair. So she doesn't look that much like a gyaru, but she kind of behaves like one. Anyway, there's a sort of popular funny girl at school who has a crush on the kind of
quiet.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Quiet boy with glasses who sits next to her in class. And she kind of teases him in the beginning because she has a crush but doesn't want him to know how she feels. But then they get together in the first episode, and it's about them and their circle of friends as they have a relationship despite being temperamentally somewhat different.
Mm-hmm. So this anime, or the original manga, was published on Shonen Jump Plus in 2021.
Yep. But
Yeah.
you can't read the new episodes or the new chapters of it unless you subscribe to the Shonen Jump app. So they don't give the free episodes. You have to either buy the volumes or subscribe to the app to get all the new ones. So I've read a couple of. Did I read some of it on? Now I'm not even sure. Okay, I feel like I might have read some of it at some point, but you can't read it every week for free, unfortunately.
You can't?
No.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying is some of the things on Shonen Jump Plus you can read for free every week, but other ones they only release them in batches when the tankobons come out in America, and you either have to buy them or you have to be a Shonen Jump Plus app subscriber.
Okay, so I want to hear what you thought about the first episode.
I thought it was brilliant. The opening, and I'm sure we'll talk about the opening any later, but the opening sold me immediately. I was like, wow, this opening is really original and good. And the first episode is funny, and it doesn't make you wait for the payoff. It's immediately funny, and it has a lot of really good moments inside the characters' heads that explain what they're thinking, which I always really like. And they get together, and it's actually just very sweet and wholesome and cute. And positive feeling. Like you watch this and you feel better afterwards. So I like all of the episodes, but the first episode is like a great entry to the series.
It was supposed to be one shot.
Yeah, I can kind of see that
Yeah.
actually.
And after that, Shonen Jump Plus decided to make it series.
How long was the one shot, I wonder?
I think the first episode.
Just the first chapter of the
I
manga.
think so, yeah.
And then they weren't going to do any more.
Yeah.
But then they were like, oh, people really like this. Why don't you keep writing the story?
Yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah. So I like the first episode too, because past couple years, like these characters called Inkya,
Yeah.
like Komi can communicate.
Right.
Like, you know, those people are relatable too. Like
especially for Japanese people, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Not too like, you know, like expressive.
Yeah.
But Suzuki is very expressive,
Very.
and she's not. Well, sometimes she's hesitant to tell her feelings, but like usually she can do that, and she's such a happy, fun person, and she does homework, which is amazing.
She does do her homework. She's not like she's not portrayed as sort of an idiot, right?
Yeah.
She's like kind of hardworking at least.
Yeah. And then like as I was watching more episodes, like I realized each character's names are pretty normal for anime characters.
Oh yeah. Suzuki, Tani, Yamada. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so basic. And then like the last names you hear in Japan.
Right.
And after I learned this was supposed to be one shot, I thought like an author didn't really put so much effort.
They didn't try to make like a fun pun for every single character's name.
Just like Saiki, you know, does that. You know, each name or like which watch has like each student has like specific names, and each name is jokes in Japanese.
Right.
But there's no joke in here. It's like, okay, Taira flat, and the Tani valley, and the Yamada like rice field. No, mountain field.
I mean, Tani and Yamada have sort of opposite personalities and also literal opposite names, which is kind of fun.
I see.
But they're also really basic.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So the animation started in January this year. Yeah, I really like the main character, Miyu.
Yeah, that's a cute name.
Yeah. I mean, Miyu is also kind of common name you hear in
Is it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like in anime, the only other Miyu I can think of in anime is Vampire Princess Miyu.
Exactly. Also, anime, like you don't hear this name. This is kind of normal.
Do we know what the kanji for Miyu are?
I think I don't know. I think it's hiragana.
Oh, it's not beautiful night.
That's too anime. That's too anime.
Because Vampire Princess Miyu is definitely written with beautiful night.
Yeah. Well, no.
Boo.
Yeah. Anyway, so like I said, each episode is really very relatable, and then you kind of get the point. For example, when spoiler alert, they go on a date.
Right. In the second episode.
And they go to see a movie, and after the movie's done, they share their thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tani says, kind of like state the facts.
He knows everything that happened.
He remembers
in the plot.
all the like names and the stuff.
Right.
And then on the other hand, Suzuki doesn't remember names at all.
Right.
But like she paid like small like details, and then like more like brought the more like emotional part of it.
Right.
And that was so relatable for us.
Because we just are the characters from the show.
Yeah. I don't remember names.
Yes.
I can't remember names, but I know like details, and then yeah. But
like who wore what.
Yeah. And like, you always tell me that, okay, that, you know, character is this, and the name of the town is this. Like, yeah, I don't care. Right?
Okay. I think it's true that I am really good at remembering the plot of things and describing the like actions that took place, but I might not remember what anybody looked like.
Right.
Like I don't really pay attention to clothing or style, or I think I do pay attention to like little things in movies, like details, especially when they're connected to the plot, but I'm not really good at remembering details that aren't plot related. So yeah, in that sense, yes.
I just noticed today, you know, we do we exchanged diaries for more than a decade.
Yes,
Right?
that's true.
And then like whenever I read your diary, like it's like a history statement. Like you write what happened on the
That's right.
day. I do that too, but I try to write more about my feelings. Like
Yes.
this day, like this happened, and I felt this way.
Yeah. No, this is not to like complain really, but I think whenever we're behind, I do not remember how I felt on a previous day.
Okay.
I think I'm so consumed with how I feel in the moment that it's hard for me to remember how I felt like 2 days ago.
Okay, but we just watched figure skating, right? And then like Alisa Liu won, and Sakamoto Kaori won, and then blah blah
Are you
blah.
ready for me to like put you on blast for this though?
What?
Because the last entry I wrote was this is the beginning of my statement. We were disappointed. That's an emotion.
That's not enough.
That the women's figure skating free skate wasn't until Thursday. I also wrote I was disappointed in having failed in my Hades 2 run at the end of the night.
Okay.
But I will like completely admit that
Yeah.
usually I just write like the facts of the things that
And
happened
you
on that
wrote
day.
all the female figure skaters who got medals with like
Their
first
names.
name and then last.
That's true. Yes, I named them all.
Why? I mean, I guess when we look it back later, like it's very
Informational, I would say, not even informative,
Yeah.
just informational.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right that I tend to write just like the events that took place, like what we ate, where we went, like
Yeah.
things that we did, and like I don't write a lot about how I felt about it.
It's the differences we have.
I mean, like, yes, but also like I think it's really just for some reason like this diary, which feels like that's somehow its purpose. Whereas like when I was a teenager, I kept a diary and it was all about my feelings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you don't want to share with me?
I don't really think that's it, but a lot of my feelings are about work, and I feel like, yeah, you'll be bored by them and be like, I don't care. Oh, you were frustrated again. So what? You know?
Okay. All right. There are other things like we could relate. The episode of the Tani, before they met at the park or somewhere, he clearly Googled like how to talk to girls.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
And then like they both saw the like a search history.
Yeah.
Like it's so cute. And I think that could happen very easily.
Yeah. I mean, not to me, just to be really clear, but yes.
Okay. Any like relatable episode you liked?
I think I relate the most to Taita, especially in the beginning when he's like super judgmental about everybody else and he like has this like really advanced thought about like what the hierarchy of people's popularity and who that means they should or shouldn't talk to and why he's like never going to get with anybody because he's not high enough on the hierarchy. Like I think that is a feeling I really relate to from having been in high school where I both like felt that social hierarchy really, really hard and was definitely like not in the social hierarchy. It was like at potentially the absolute bottom, but like, you know, went out of my way to imagine people below me and being like, I might be unpopular, but at least I'm not as much of a nerd as this guy. And it's like, actually, homie, like you are the biggest nerd. So I don't know. So I relate to him being like very judgmental and then like like kind of like hating on other people, right? But then like really it's coming from a place of like insecurity about himself. So, and I think that's an experience that almost everybody has in high school is feeling insecure about your own place in the social hierarchy and like being, you know, even if it's not like out in the open, like kind of mean towards other people as a way to make yourself feel better about your own insecurity is like, either I'm just an especially terrible person or many people have felt that way. And I think people who are actually well-adjusted and happy don't feel this, like Suzuki, who's like, you know, doesn't need to put anybody else down because she's happy and sort of popular, you know? And then Taita assumes that she's making all these judgments and actually she's not, right? But it's because of his own insecurity that he's projecting onto her. So yeah, I like identify with that character probably the most.
Let's talk about opening and ending theme songs and the animations.
Yes.
So opening theme song is メガネを外して. English title is Lose the Frames.
Really?
From Wikipedia. Okay. translate メガネを外して
Take your glasses off.
Yes. That's the literal translation, but lose the frame.
It's just trying to make it more slangy.
But performed by Noah.
Yep.
And the ending theme song is Pure.
Pure.
Performed by Pastasta featuring Eriko Hashimoto. So what did you think about those music and animations?
I love it. I think this show has the best opening. And this is a bold claim, but I think this show has the best opening of all the anime this season. Golden Kamuy gives it a run for its money, actually, but this one is just the most innovative and interesting. And I would like just watch the intro over and over again. Even if the rest of the show was bad, I would still watch this show just for the intro and ending. And it's not, which is awesome. But it has it uses some animation techniques that are, I think, done in like live action, like real shots.
Maybe, yeah.
Not all of them, but some of them.
Yeah.
And even in these shots that are all animated, it's often like it shows you how to do animation techniques using like stop motion animation with your phone. So it has like the characters, for example, taking pictures of each other running in place and then cuts them together in a way that makes it look like they're all one person running through different like environments in a really cute way. And it uses, God, what's that thing called when it's like they have one of these in the Ghibli Museum, but where like it's like a circle. It's a thing going in a circle, and you like use like a strobe light on it, and it makes it look animated, even though it's really just like passing through in a circle.
Yeah.
There's a name for this. It's like a thing that they used very, very early on in the history of animation to show animated things. Anyway, it has like all these callbacks, and it has also some like interesting physics things. Like there's that shot where there are two characters facing away from each other, but then they pour water into the glasses in front of them, and that makes them, it reflects it going the other direction. So it looks like they turn around. And there has like one where the guy's totally pixelated, and then he turns into like a regular animated guy doing a dance, and the thing where it's like no, but then it turns to the side and says yes, and they have some like Legos where the perspective gets inverted, and it's so cool. It's like all these little visual illusions or history of animation techniques like all put together into this really cute opening theme song that's just a lot of fun to watch.
To me, it's like visiting a like science museum.
Yeah.
You get to see them.
They're in high school, and it feels like you learn about some of this stuff in like optics or physics or I don't know, psychology, maybe. Actually, a lot in psychology, because a lot of them are illusions, right? Where they like show you how our minds make us think about how things look, even though like they aren't necessarily that way in reality,
right?
Which is kind of a theme of the show. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
I wish I'd managed to capture that hand motion.
All right. Let's talk about ending.
Yeah.
How did you like it?
I like this song even more than I like the opening song. It's so cute.
It is cute.
It's so cute. And the ending animation is the main character. I guess I was going to say skipping because she's skipping, but she runs so slow that she might be trying to run.
That's like capturing my dream.
Yeah,
like I'm trying to run as fast as I can, but it's all slow motion.
In your dreams, you're Suzuki.
Yes.
Yeah, and it has, I don't know, something about both the backgrounds that go past and her animation of her running reminds me so strongly of the video game Paperboy from the 1980s. It's like a really, really old video game from like, it might even have been on like the Atari, like before the Nintendo, but it's a game where your character is on a bicycle and is driving down a street, and you have to push a button to throw a paper, and you're trying to throw the paper into people's mailboxes or at their doors so that they like land on the doorstep. But you can also use the papers as weapons to like whack people with stuff and like fend off dogs and do other things. And like you're on like it's like on an angle, right? Like a 3/4 degree angle. And as you go past things, you like push the button and throw out these papers. And like every time I watch this ending theme, I imagine her tossing out papers to like smack the other characters who are like on the sides. But the ending music is so cute. And the animation is also quite cute. And it has this like retro gaming vibe that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And so I love it.
This anime got really good opening and ending for sure.
They nailed it.
Yeah. All right, let's do today's word of the day.
Otaku, word of the day.
What is today's word of the day?
We decided to go with the title in Japanese, Seihantai na kimi to boku.
Mhm.
And this means, it does mean you and I are polar opposites. It's a pretty good translation.
Yep.
The polar opposites thing is an interesting choice. I think just as you almost said in the intro, total opposites would have been also completely correct. Like the poles is an interesting way to translate it. Seihantai literally means directly opposed, right? Like sei means correct, or like, right. Yeah. And then hantai means opposition.
Yeah.
So in a way, it doesn't actually imply polar. And I think the polar makes sense because they are far away from each other, but they could also be standing in direct opposition. And so, yeah, that's the title.
Yeah.
And instead of you or I and polar opposites, it says like, diametrically opposed you and me would also be a good translation.
So like you can use hantai as like opposite.
Opposite.
Yeah. But a seihantai is like completely opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who do you recommend to watch this anime?
Everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody should watch this anime. I mean, I guess if you like hate rom-coms or you don't like slice of life or people being funny annoys you or something, maybe you shouldn't watch it. But if you like, if you like, really good opening and ending theme songs, or you like, feeling good when you're done watching anime, or, you either are in or remember high school and like the difficulties of high school, then I think this show is for you.
Yeah. There are 8 tankobons. And I think the anime will have 2 cores.
Okay.
And I think that'll
Then it'll be over. Okay.
And then the author, Agasawa Kocha, published different manga, and it's becoming anime, and it's gonna be on streaming in April.
What the hell, already?
Yeah.
What's the other one?
Kori no Jouheki or something. Yeah. Kori no Jouheki.
And is this also finished already, or it's something new? Probably the other one, right? Because
I think
this one, Seihantai no Kimi to Boku is still coming out. Right?
What, the animation?
Not just the animation. I'm pretty sure it dropped a new tankobon in America like a couple days ago. Right?
But it's done.
Oh, that's the last edition.
Probably.
Yeah, but they can't be making the anime of something that like the manga hasn't come out yet, right?
Oh.
It must be like their older work.
Probably.
Okay, I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever. I'm pumped to see that.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to watch the anime as well. Anything else you'd like to add?
I don't know. I can't wait to like see more of the characters in the story. They're all really distinct and unique. And I'm really enjoying each character's backstory and psychology and the way that they interact with each other.
Everybody's nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's so nice.
I mean, Tyra's like pretty...
a little bit dark sometimes.
He's just a downer in the beginning. But the show really needed that. It needed somebody to be like, hey, not everything is like rainbows and butterflies, you guys. Sure. And so I like that about him. I think he brings some like really needed grounding to the show. Like otherwise it might be like too light. But and I won't like, I'm still cheering for him. I want him to be happy too. But yeah, like everybody's nice. And I think it's good to have at least some anime where everybody's nice and where you can learn how to treat people better by watching the show.
Yeah.
Instead of just things that make you feel like everybody sucks.
I listened to author's interview, and when she made, this anime, people commented like, "Oh, this is so relatable," and then she said she was supposed to be happy hearing those comments, but she got worried.
Why?
Because like, is Japan okay? Are people okay? Like doing okay? Has this kind of feelings of like nervousness?
Oh, everybody has those feelings. I mean, I was in a conversation today. Someone was like, "Is Japanese high school really like anime?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I hope so."
What kind of anime?
Yeah. But my answer was actually like, "No, there aren't that many couples. Everyone's too afraid to talk to each other."
I don't know.
Were there a lot of couples in your high school?
No. Or not, I didn't know. I don't know.
Case in point.
Yeah, I also it depends on the high school, I guess.
It depends on the high school, depends
Yeah.
on the people, everything, blah, blah, blah. But I think actually if there's one real difference from anime, it's that people in real life, and I think this is not to do with anime, I think this is to do with the other ways that like we are social with each other. People are too afraid to talk to each other
Yeah.
in real
Yeah.
life. And they're so reliant on technology to communicate and to like fill our emotional needs that we are getting worse at interacting with each other.
Sure. Yeah.
Especially in Japan.
Especially in Japan.
And so if anything, I feel like we need more anime that give people the courage to like make more friends and be kind to each other. And like Oshinoko is not going to do that. But this anime might.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. If you liked it, please leave us a good review wherever you heard it, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or if you're listening on YouTube, please hit like and leave a comment. Make sure to subscribe and follow 2am Otak and 3am Otak. It will encourage us to keep making more fun episodes. See you next time for more 2am Otak.